You know what? I've never been as happy, James, to get a prediction wrong as I was the Chelsea-Everton one.
No, tell me about it. It's like to Everton, and fair play to Everton more so for the fact they literally didn't have a first team. You've just got to give respect to that, because even though Chelsea have fell off, even I didn't see that one coming.
I mean, I called this. I don't like to brag, but I said it.
But you should. But you should. You should brag all the way to the bank and rub that ballsy head all the way to the bank, Craig.
I wonder how many more games we're going to get to see before maybe a bit of a postponement in the season for a few weeks.
You know, if it gets too bad, like Spurs, they can't play a game if the whole squad was sick with COVID. But Leicester, for example, just a few players out. Man United, just a few players out. Still had enough players available to fill out a team. I thought they should have played their games. We went into this Premier League season knowing the possibility that positive COVID tests can pop up. Therefore, you've got to be able to adapt to those situations.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at the ones that are still available. We'll start with Stevie G's Aston Villa. Again, another good victory for them recently. They're at home to Burnley. So what are we thinking here? Surely a home win.
It's got to be a home win. I'm just trying to think for points if Burnley can maybe get anything here, because Nick Pope is usually a solid 7 out of 10. Burnley haven't been great this season, but they can nick a goal. They got Cornet, who's being a great addition, can hurt any defence. But Aston Villa is so well set out defensively, and they've got great quality going forward. I'm going to go with an Aston Villa 1-0 win. I just think it'd be stupid to doubt Gerrard and the form that he's got that team in, from 5 home losses to however 4 wins out of 6.
Yeah, I think they lost 2 and 4 wins, which is...
And look at the teams that he lost to, and the margin that he lost to them by, unbelievable start, and it'd be stupid to write him off.
Who's that young? Is it young Jacob Ramsey, isn't it?
Jacob Ramsey.
Really well. Yeah,
unbelievable.
Really well.
Good player. Really good player.
And John McGinn as well. He's you can see the confidence that Stevie G and the coaching staff have already put into that Villa team.
Ramsey came out and said that he wanted to be like Steven Gerrard. He said that goal that he scored the other day, it was a Steven Gerrard inspired moment. So there's literally not a better person to be coaching a young midfielder like that. So Aston Villa, you might have yourself a gem in a couple of years' time.
Absolutely. I love the passion on the sideline from Stevie G as well. He carried it into his managerial.
Proper wants to win.
Yeah, he does. He really does. I'm going to go, I agree with you. I can't see Aston Villa home win. I go one more than you. I'll go 2-0 to Villa.
All right.
I don't know who scores them though. It doesn't matter. Ollie Watkins
will be one of them, yeah.
I wonder, will Ings, now that he's back fit, will he be a regular or will he be a bit of an impact?
Depends how they set out. But he'd be a great impact sub, wouldn't he? And it's a great rotation to have. So when you've got a headache of 2 top strikers like that, it's not a bad thing.
I'll tell you what though, James, the difficult fixtures keep coming for Marcelo Bielsa and Leeds.
Yep.
Next up for them, they're at home to a resurgent Arsenal team who are there or thereabouts in the top 4 race at the minute. I mean, this is a difficult one to call.
I don't think it is. I think Arsenal win this game. Arsenal have done well this season. They're not better than they're not good against the top 6 sides, which is one thing I've realised. Even though they've just beat West Ham, you've saw the domination we caused against them, City, Chelsea. That being said, when you look at the rest, which is what this league is, it's the top 2 or top 3, it's the bottom 3, and then it's everybody else. And Arsenal, in my opinion, right now just seem to have a bit more cohesion than everybody else. Even West Ham have fell off a little bit in terms of inconsistency when it comes to the results, whereas Arsenal, they're losing to teams that they should be losing to. And Leeds United, they're just losing every week. So it'd be stupid of me to think that Bielsa can get a result this week after getting thrashed 7-0. And I'm going to say Arsenal 3, Leeds United 1, Rafinha to score for Leeds.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, you've got to say, Mikel Arteta, do you know what? He'll live and die by his decisions, but what I will say is, I like that he's making big calls, like around the Aubameyang incident. I like he's stamping his authority down, because for me, Arsenal have been a club with too much player power for too long. Whether it be Ozil, Aubameyang, even before that, players were demanding a big contract. And look, he's the club captain. Well, he was the club captain. He should have been leading by example. There's no way Hendo would do that as an example, anything like that. So I have to give Arteta credit for that, for putting his foot down, and he's bringing through a good group of players. I mean, to see them be able to bring on Smith Rowe off the bench the other night was again impressive, and he got himself a goal. So yeah, on that though, I feel like I'm going to contradict everything I've just said by thinking that Bielsa's under pressure, Leeds need a result, and I think Arsenal are a team that if Leeds are at them from the off and they get stuck in and they're physical, I think they might get a little bit of joy from it. going to roll the dice here, James. I'm going to go 1-1. I'm going to go 1-1. And I could absolutely live to regret that one.
But you need to go for the points. So, Craig, listen, I was going to say good luck. Obviously, no luck to you. But if you get it right, fair play.
I'll take it. I'll take that, James. The next one up, another difficult game. Wolves versus Chelsea. Wolves, not scoring a lot, but certainly
tough team to beat, though.
Yeah, very, especially at Molineux as well. And that's Chelsea, tough. Fresh off the back of another couple of drop points tonight against Everton. I mean, and they had Lukaku, Werner, and Havertz out with COVID, I believe, as well, which means they won't be available for the weekend.
Oh, fuck. It's just a question in my head. Do Chelsea drop points again? Because I don't think they're going to have a good performance. I don't think they're going to go back to the Chelsea that they looked to be at the start of the season and the one that won the Champions League. I'm just thinking, surely they don't drop points again. You don't go from being up there with us in Manchester City to being there with Manchester United and Arsenal. Because that's where they're slowly dripping off if they keep on dropping points in games, Craig, that they should be getting the points. Drawing to Burnley is unacceptable. Drawing to Everton is especially unacceptable when you saw the lineup they went with. I don't care about injuries, don't care about Chilwell, Reece James, Lukaku. Liverpool got top 3 without no centre-backs last season. I don't want to hear nothing about injuries or absence of the game. I'm going to go with a draw. I just, as much as I don't know, I can't see how they drop points again. I just can as well. It's one of them situations where it's so unpredictable. And like you said, Wolves are very difficult to beat. And I'm going to say 1-1. And somehow, Adama Traore finds the back of the net. I just see it happening.
I feel like Chelsea aren't playing bad. They're just not putting teams away. So I'm going to go 3-1 Chelsea. I'm going to go 3-1. Wolves can definitely make it difficult. I think if the longer the game remains scoreless, I think the better chance Wolves have. So yeah, I mean, we'll wait and see. The next one, I mean, a game that Eddie Howe would absolutely not want to be playing next. That is at home against Manchester City, who are fresh off the back of a phenomenal performance, mate, against Leeds. They were unplayable. Leeds were terrible as well, but Manchester City, they've got to be on form to be able to put the ball in the back of the net that many times. They are unreal. Like Manchester City, it's us and them who I'm always in awe of. Individuals, the way the team plays overall, the managers of both teams. City all day. It's just how much do they win by is what I'm thinking. Because I think they'll beat them by more than what we did. I think City are going to go through a little spell of scoring a big amount of goals in games. I can see friggin' Bernardo Silva getting on the score sheet, Phil Foden. I'm going to say 6-0, Craig. 7-6. Nice. That's
it's an ambitious score.
But it's one that's understandable. Like, I watched that Newcastle team tonight. They weren't great, and I listened to their fans coming out of the stadium moaning about the ref, moaning about but they were saying the players were still fighting. And if that's them with fighting them, I'd be seriously worried, to be fair. Right, what am I going to go with this? I mean, look, I can't disagree with you on the win for Manchester City. It's just one of us hoping we can get the numbers right to get the 3 points right. I'm going to go 4-1 Man City. 4-1.
I don't see them getting a goal. City have been good defensively, but you've locked in the prediction now, Craig, so no backsies.
I didn't see them getting a goal against us tonight either, but Shelby stepped up and hit a very good strike, but I'm still annoyed at Thiago by the
Thiago. I'm sure we'll talk about it on a live show, but Thiago frustrated me tonight.
And Alisson as well. I don't know where he was when Shelby hit that, but he took
There was a few individual errors. If Kanate weren't there, then it would have been a problem.
We'll get on to Spurs Liverpool now, which will give us a chance actually to talk about Kanate, because he was brilliant tonight.
Immense. 22 years of age. I said it in my fan cam. Like, the dominance that he shows in that position and the confidence that he shows in that position, filling in for someone like Verge, it was like he's just a regular starter. And it goes to show what happens when you get yourself some decent squad depth. Been trying to say this for a while. You can win games without some of your best players. Imagine that, Craig. Did you know that?
Imagine.
It's mad, it's crazy, but it's magic and shit like that. The madness to me that we haven't got someone who is as much as an adequate replacement for someone like Virgin and someone young like Kanate.
Right, I'll give you first dibs on this one then. Spurs at home, if it goes ahead against us on Sunday. No Van Dijk for us, no Fabinho for us, no Curtis Jones for us. I'm not sure what way Spurs are off the top of my head, injury-wise.
Not to mention we could, touch wood, but we're most likely with the way everything's going, we're going to lose another player or two, just from what it looks to see to be like at the moment. So I'm gonna say it's going to be close because Spurs are going to be a lot harder to beat now. Conte's going to have them a little bit more compact, even though I don't think it's perfect. I'm still going to go with a Liverpool win, of course. I'm going to say 2-1. Not a thrashing, just a nice 2-1. And I'll take that all the way to the bank.
I'm glad you went with 2-1 because I just set my prediction to Connor for the score and I went 2-0 with my starting 11 as well. So I was hoping you were going to say 2-1 when you said 2. So yeah,
now
I'll
it's
go
spicy.
2-0.
Weirdly enough, I think Harry Kane's going to score as well. I have a weird feeling.
Yeah, he always scores against us. I remember I went to one of the games at Anfield, we drew 1-1 and he scored in it as well. He does like a goal against us. I just think if we have no more COVID concerns, I think still we beat them. And look, I was really impressed tonight with Matip and Kanade as a pair. I thought they were fantastic.
Me too. Oh, unbelievable. Matip guided Kanate through the game to where it gave him the confidence to stand up in big one-on-one situations. So when Saint Maximin was running at him, or I don't know, even like when they tried to crowd the centre-backs, right, when Joe Linton had bombed forward Maximin, they'd get a few midfielders into the attack, and still it was just composure, easy, light work. I am Ibu and I am better than you. I will take your misses. I will sit on your face and fart on your head until you call me daddy.
I love it.
Because that's what Ibu does.
Naby did it to me again. They came on and started doing really well and playing really well and winning the ball back.
Nearly scored last goal.
I was falling in love with him all over again, Naby.
Such an exciting player, Naby Keita. And that's why I don't mind bringing him off the bench. And if he's happy, which I don't think he would be, but if he was happy to come off the bench most games, I am fine with that. You're going to hear no objections from me. Because when you talk about Origi as a super sub, I think Naby, with minutes and being in that role, I think he could be a great little replacement. And also for games where we just need someone a little bit different in the midfield. Maybe there's some games where Naby would suit the game more than Thiago. Don't have to start week in, week out. But Naby was brilliant today, and I'm glad that he's back in the squad, because people don't realise how much of a better squad we are with having Naby Keita there.
Absolutely, I agree. Look, that brings us to an end for this shortened round of predictions. Don't forget FPL players out there, by the way, to make your changes, because there's a load of games already postponed. So if you're an FPL addict, make sure you get in there and get your changes done. Thank you, Mr. James Redmond, as always. And 37-33 as things stand. And we'll give you an update when we record the next lot on Monday.
Let's do it.
Thank you, James.